A question for you today. Do you think you can mow a lawn blindfolded?
This is just dumb. I can't see a thing.
Really? Put those nice straight stripes in and do your final cleanup pass? I'm just curious, do you think you can do that? Pick a lawn, pick any property you have, a field, whatever it might be. Do you think you can do it blindfolded? Now, I tend to think that we all kind of do that in some way. Not physically. We're blindfolded technically. Follow me for a second. Follow me. The questions that I see online a lot versus one trimmer versus the other, the backpack versus the other backpack blower. You know, it's all preference really. It really comes down to what would benefit your company long term. You know, I've heard people throw around terms like this is a throwaway item, and then I see the other companies that are keeping their trimmer or backpacks for like 3 to 5 years or until they see a significant change in the equipment. You know, going from gas to electric possibly in the future here. A lot of bigger companies I see, they're kind of waiting to see how that's all going to come about. Mowing a property blindfolded, I don't mean that physically, I mean that technically. And when I get asked that question, Robert, which trimmer is going to be the best one for me? The Echo 2620T or the Stihl FS90R? And do they still make that one? I don't know. I'm not a Stihl guy, but what I'm getting at is if you're asking those kind of questions, I mean, we don't know what we don't know, right? I get that. You know, you got to ask some questions to get started, to figure things out, and I get that. So please, I'm not trying to belittle anybody or I'm just trying to get a thought across here because it's not just in lawn care. I see this in so many other industries, and it's frustrating to me that some of these companies, they're managing millions of dollars really, and they really don't know the daily operations.
The reasons for doing something like that would be, losing you there. Hold on. Reasons for doing something like that would be, could be many.
What it actually costs them to operate and to take the stress off of whether it's the owner, the managers, the leaders, the crew leaders, whatever it might be, right? And to me, that's just no way to operate. All right, and I know there's no perfect world, if you will, but I'm rambling, so let me get back on track here. For somebody to ask me the Echo 2620T or the Stihl FS90R, there we go, which one's the best, you have to have a list of specifications for you and your company. Specifications, something like that. To figure out, it's not only with the trimmer or the backpack blowers or another employee or the lack thereof, you have to have an understanding. And how do you do that? You really write it down on paper. You know, you see what it's costing you per day, per month, per week, quarter, whatever it might be. You figure that all out. And then you can say, okay, it's costing me this much to run this equipment. I need to start charging a little bit more, 20%, 30% more, so I can grow in the next 2 to 3 years to buy another mower, to buy another trimmer, to buy another backpack blower, to grow your company. Now, I am no life coach, no business coach or anything like that, but I find it fascinating, all the moving parts within a company and the personalities that have to work together to really, to make the whole ship sail in the right direction. It's fascinating to me. But with that being said, you don't know what question to ask, so
simple.
What do you want?
it goes back to that, right? Figure it out, build it on paper. If you have any questions, send me a DM. I'll be more than glad to talk it over with you. I am going to be reaching out some lawn care companies in my area and talking to them and just asking some basic questions and seeing what kind of equipment they're running and stuff. There's no really wrong. I mean, there is. If you're not making money and you're failing and you're just throwing good money after bad, then why do it? Or if it's super frustrating with the people that you're working with and they're deliberately making it to suck all the time, why? You know, after my thing that I had at the beginning of the year has really opened up my eyes. I found out that I had cancer. And I went through the treatment and everything, and supposedly everything's good. Now I'm all good. I'm lucky, right? But I'm really looking at things so differently nowadays. And I don't have a course to sell you or anything. I'm just trying to encourage you to be the better you. I'm Robert. We're going to end on that note. We'll talk to you later.